What's the number one thing you can do to increase B2B sales leads in the shortest amount of time? That's a really good question. So the formula for outbound sales success is a very simple one. It is the number of activities you execute. So activities are the number of dials, the number of emails you send, the number of LinkedIn connections you send, right? So activity times connect rate. So how many of those activities actually result in a conversation, and then times conversion rate. So how many of those conversations turn into meetings, right? So activity times connect rate times conversion rate equals meetings booked. So when you look at outbound that way and you're looking to improve performance, you've basically got three options. You can either increase activity, you can increase connect rate, or you can increase conversion rate. In our view, the metric that you should focus on, at least in the short term, is improving connect rate, right? The reason for that is that improving connect rate can be done by changing a process, right? By pulling a process lever, which is essentially what we call channel validation. So you can get 20 to 30% connect rates on cold calls by implementing channel validation. If you implement channel validation, right, and your reps are now getting 20 to 30% connect rates on cold calls as opposed to 3 to 5%, you're going to book more meetings, right? And your rep doesn't have to do anything different. You don't have to add headcount. They don't have to be any better on the phone, right? They're just going to have more conversations, which is going to equal more meetings. Why we prefer that over, let's say, increasing activity is that increasing activity is generally expensive, right? You either have to add headcount, which is expensive, or you have to leverage automation more heavily. If you leverage automation, then your conversion rate is probably going to decrease, because that's probably just means you're going to be sending more templated emails, or you're going to use LinkedIn bots or something to that effect, right, to increase activity cheaply. So activity's off the table. What about conversion rates? Could we look to tweak conversion rates to improve performance? Yes, we could, but conversion rates take time to improve, because the way that you improve conversion rates is through coaching reps and making slight tweaks to messaging and positioning. And these are all incremental changes that are important but take time to implement, right? And take time to get right. And so if you're looking for an immediate impact on improving performance of outbound, focus on connect rate. And you improve connect rate by running channel validation. And that is, find out which channels your prospects are actually active in on an individual prospect basis, and then reach out to them through that channel. So find out who picks up the phone and call them. Find out who's active on LinkedIn and reach out to them through that platform, and then leverage email for everyone else. If you do that, your reps will have more conversations in the same amount of time and book